Welcome to all. In last sessions, we have discussed about pointers and dynamic memory allocation. So that was your unit 1. Now let us see the unit 2, that is called files. So before learning the files, let us learn some input and outputs. For example, anything we give through keyboard or through screen, that is called as input. That we call it as console oriented input. For in programming, we use scanf, %t, ampersand type. So this statement is used to read data from keyboard. Similarly, print %t, I. So this statement uh, will print data to the monitor. So files are suitable for small volumes of data and data lost when program terminated. That means the data stored in file is lost when the program is terminated if you don't save that. Okay. Next, let us see some real applications where files can be used. In large data volumes, files are very important. And for example, in physical experiments and human genome and population records, etc. And it is files is a need for flexible approach to store and retrieve the data. So let's see some concepts of files. First, let us see how to define and opening a file. As we know that we can give input from the keyboard. So file handling in C program requires the systematic steps to be followed. These are the steps listed below. For the first step is the C program has to recognize the usage of files in a program for which the file pointer declared as to be as a first point step. That means we need a file pointer that shows the starting address of the file. Next, after opening a file, we can perform any read or write operations, and for that we use some built-in functions. So the high-level program like C language supports some file operations. The naming of the file, opening the file, reading file, writing file, and closing file. These are the different file operations supported by C language. Next, let us see the definition of a file. A file is defined as an organized collection of data, and it is usually stored in secondary storage like magnetic tape, hard disk, floppy disk, etc. Example for the files we can give as student records information like roll number, name, class, age, address, marks, etc. We can store in one file, one record, and that can be stored in the secondary memory for the further use. So next, let us see the declaration of the file. Before using the file, we need to declare that file in the program. Okay, for that, we require a file pointer. Let us see the general definition. General form of the file declaration is file star fptr. In file star fptr, file should be in capital letter. So that shows the type of the file, and star ftpr is the file pointer. It is of type pointer. So next, let us see the file name. File name, it is the collection of characters that we can call it as string. So it may contain two parts. First one is primary, that is name of the file, and optional period with the extension. That means some files we can save with extension, or we can just simply save by with its name only. For example, a.out, program.c, temp, text.out. Here a is the file name, and .out.c and .out are the extensions of the files. That means that shows the type of the file. Next, let us see the general format for opening a file. So for that, first we need to declare a file pointer of type file star fp, and the statement, the general format is fp is equal to fopen file name comma mode. Here file name is the name of the file, and fp is a file pointer. It contains all the information about the file, and it is a communication link between system and the program. And mode, it can be R, W and A. R means opening file for reading only, W means opening file for writing only, A means opening file for appending the data, that means adding the data to the file. So like this we can open any file. So let us talk about the different modes of file. First is writing mode. That means if file already exists, then the contents are deleted, else new file with specified name created. That means writing the file means we need to create new file. If any data is present in that file means that contents can be deleted. Otherwise the new file will get created. Next, appending mode means if file already exists, then file opened with contents save, else new file created. Here, if the file is already exists means the file open, otherwise the new file will get created. The next mode is reading mode. If file already exists, then open the contents save and else error occurs. Here in reading mode, if the file is exist, then it opens the file. Otherwise, it gives the error message like file does not exist. So let us see some the modes usage. Here I have declared two file pointers of type file star p1 comma star p2. P1 is equal to f open data comma read, and p2 is equal to f open results comma w. Here in first statement R is the read mode and w is the write mode. So we can open two files here, data and results. So like this we can use modes in the programs files. Along with that, there are some additional modes. R plus means it opens the file from the beginning for both reading and writing. W plus means it is same as W but except both for reading and writing. It is same as write mode, but it allows us to both for reading and writing. A plus means it is same as appending mode but accepts both for reading and writing. The next concept is closing a file. Now we have learned how to open the file. Now let's see how to close the file. File must be closed as soon as all operations are completed. That means any file must be closed once the operations on that file is closed. So for closing the file, we should ensure all outstanding information associated with file flushed out from buffers, all links to be file broken, and accidental misuse of the file prevented. So by closing that file, we can ensure all these advantages. If you want to change mode of the file, then we first close and we'll access the file. So let's see the syntax. For this fclose, we need to use the keyword, then file pointer. Example, files star p1 comma star p2. p1 is equal to fopen input.txt comma read mode R, and p2 is equal to fopen output.txt comma write mode. Fclose of p1 and fclose of p2. Here in the first statement fopen, it opens the files, and fclose of p, that closes the file. And the same file pointer can be reused after closing the file. So now let us move on to the next concept, that is input output operations on files. So C provides different types of file functions for reading and writing. So let's see one by one. First is get C, read a character. Put C, it is a function used to write a character. Fprintf, it's write set of data values. Fscanf, it reads set of data values. GetW, it reads integers. PutW, write integers. So let's see one by one. First, character IO functions. So in that we will be learning getC and putC. So these two are used for handling the character at a time, like getChar and putChar in the C language. The syntax for putC is C, fp1. Here C is the character variable, fp1 is the pointer to file opened with mode W. Next, let us see the syntax of getC, that is C is equal to getC fp2 of closing bracket. That is, here C is a character variable and fp2 is the pointer variable to find open file with read mode. File pointer moves by one character position after every getC and putC. So So both are used for reading and writing the files. getC returns end of file when the file is closed. So next, let us move on to the next set of functions, that is fgets and fputs. Fgets is used to read entire line of data from an input file. It has the following syntax: fgets strarray, n, fptr. Here strarray is the pointer to a character array. N is an integer value that specifies maximum number of characters, and fptr is a file pointer. And the next function fputs, it is used to write an entire line of data into an output. It has the following syntax: fputs stf underscore arr, fptr. Here all the characters stored in character array are returned to the output file pointed to by file pointer until the null character is encountered. That means here the entire contents of the file is returned to the file pointer. That means here the entire file content are returned to the stf array. Next, let us see the program to read or write using getC and putC. So here I have declared one file pointer of type file, that is file star fd1 character C, and f1 is equal to fopen input comma write mode. That means I am opening the file called input with a write mode. While C is equal to get char is not equal to end of the file. That means we have to check up to the end of file. Put C comma f1, then f close of f1. f1 is equal to fopen input comma in read mode. That means we are opening the file input with the read mode. While C is equal to getC of f1 is not equal to UF, then printf percentage %C comma. Then while if C is equal to getC of f1 is not equal to UF, then printf percentage %C comma C. Then f close of f1, then end of the main. Okay, so like this we can write the program to read or write using fget and fputs. So here we will create input file and we will read the content of input file name. So next, see the next format set of input IO functions, that is formatted IO functions. Here there are two functions, fscanf and fprintf. So these are similar to scanf and printf statement, but here we are using the file pointer. So file pointer f1, it points to the file opened in write mode. File pointer f2, it points to the file opened in read mode. And here I is the integer variable and f is the variable of type float. Let us see the example. fprintf f1 comma percentage %d comma percentage f I comma f. Then fprintf stdout comma percentage f comma slash and f. Similarly, example for fscanf is fscanf f2 comma percentage %d percentage f comma ampersand of I comma ampersand of f. And fscanf returns UIF when end of the file reached. Next, let us see the integer IO functions, that is getW and putW. So here these are used to handle one integer at a time. The syntax of putW is putW I comma fp1. I is an integer variable and fp1 is a file pointer opened with mode w. And syntax for getW is I is equal to getW fp2, and I is an integer variable and f2 is the pointer to file opened with mode write, that is OR. File pointer moves by one integer position, data stored in binary format native to local system, and getW, it returns the end of the file when the file is reached at the end. So next, see some of the examples of example programs using getW, putW, fscanf and printf. So first, let us see the first program, that is main int I comma sum 1 is equal to 0, file star f1, and for opening the file f1 is equal to fopen int data dot bin comma w. Here we write integers to file in a binary and text format. Then for I is equal to 10, I less than n, I plus plus, put w I comma f1. Then f close of f1. Then open the file. f1 is equal to f open int data dot bin in read mode. Then while I is equal to get w of f1 of is not equal to eof. That means this while loop ensures the file is not reached end of the file. Then sum1 plus is equal to I. Then printf binary file I is equal to %d comma I. Then closing brace. Then printf binary sum is equal to %d comma sum1. Then f close of f1. Then closing the main. Let's see the output of this program. That is a dot out. The binary file I is equal to 10. I is equal to 11, 12, 13, 14 like this. Then the binary sum is equal to 60. Then cat of int data dot text. Here we will get the text as 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the contents of the file int data. Okay. Next is another program, that is hash include stdio.h main int I comma sum2 is equal to 0 and file star f2. Now opening the file, that is f2 is equal to f open int data dot text comma in write mode. Then for I is equal to 0, so here we need to write the file, that is write integers to file in binary and text format. Then next for I is equal to 10, I less than 15, I plus plus, printf f2 comma %d n comma I. Then f close of f2. Then f2 is equal to f open int data dot text comma r. Then sum of 2 plus is equal to I. Then printf text file is equal to I is equal to %d comma I. Then printf text sum is equal to %d comma sum. Then f close of f2. The output becomes a dot out text file I is equal to 10, text file I is equal to 11, 12, 13, 14 and text sum is equal to 60. Then more in data of bins. So like this we can add anything into the file like this. This is output for the second program. So in this program we have used f close statement and f scanf and then file declaration. So all this you can see in this program.